Now, the last picture I'm going to show you is another one of my of artisan models. And this is based on that research that I did for American Heritage magazine about, Degas' visit. And his major work that he did here was of his uncle's cotton business, which is, the building is still there. It's called Factors Row. And it's right on the corner. The Factors Row is now being redone. And, but it was a row of offices that were built antebellum that actually I found just recently that General Butler had his office in Factors Row. Well, so did Michel Mousson Prestige and Liverday. And that's what his brother, his nephew, Edgar, did a painting. This is the first painting that Edgar Degas sold to a museum. It's in the Musée du Pau. I've actually seen it there. They brought it back here for the last Degas show that they had a few years ago. And what this depicts is Degas' studio. He writes a letter to James Tissot. He says, I'm working on a painting called Portraits in a Cotton Office under the worst possible conditions. Well, his house was filled with 17 people. It was two families, his uncle, his cousin Estelle, his brother's married to his first cousin Estelle. And so there are kids around, and he's working in the guest room. And but in this case, there's the bed, the gasolier, and the whole works. This is actually based on a photograph I found of an interior of a building, of a house on Esplanade Avenue of that period, so it kind of reflects that. And like this friend here, this is another example. I have a photograph of Michel Mousson. I mean, I don't have it, but it's collected here, daguerreotype of Mousson. And a friend of mine said, I'm looking at, that's not the look I wanted. And this friend of mine said, well, he looks like Dick Allen. Now, Dick Allen, at the time, Dick's gone now. But Dick Allen was the head of the Jazz Archives, an old friend. And I said, Dick, could you you look just like Michel Mousson. He said, oh, I do? I said, yeah, could you come, put a top hat on him? And he posed for me. So that's kind of where I get. And this is my friend, this is Stephen Sontheimer from the back. And my friend John Kraft, I used him as Renee. And this is Anne Masson. She was at that time was at the Gallia House on Royal Street. She had a pair of dark glasses. They actually had an exhibit. I said, could you put those on and you could be the blind Estelle. So that's what that represents, is Degas' painting. He's my favorite artist, Edgar Degas. Wonderful painter, wonderful character, and a New Orleanian. In fact, when he showed this painting in the first Impressionist exhibition, they called him, it was Edgar Degas, the Louisianian. They didn't know he was from Paris. They thought he was from Louisiana. So, how do you like that? Plus ça change, plus que la même chose.